Alrighty, everyone. Good evening, and welcome to this light live stream of the Whitfield Report. And for those of you who may have tried going in on the first um, live stream, I think it froze or it went private or something happened. I'm not sure. But anyway, I wanted to make this stream. I've actually been wanting to make this stream for a while now. But first off, I just have to say that Chuck Boris is a man of honor. Truly, Chuck, well fucking done, my friend. Thank you for all the great investigative work that you've done on the stolen valor situation with that, uh, piece of crap scumbag. I don't even want to mention his name. I'm not going to give that guy the the dignity or even the time of day. This all For me, this all started because of the roast battle between John Neary and that other guy. That was how I got pulled into this whole DZ versus the Unbearables thing, which is stupid. The Unbearables should have never fractured like they did, and yet here we are. And boy, am I glad that we left the Unbearables when we did and formed our own group, because with Owen going on the whole moon landing thing, things are not looking too good for him right now. And now with this whole thing with his sidekick being exposed as a fraud, things are about to get even more hairy. It seems like. Now, I hope that Owen can pull things together. I really do. But enough about Owen. The only thing I will say to Owen is the evidence has been presented. Now, do with it what you will, sir. I hope you make the right call, and I wish you the best of luck. For all of you who may already be trolling Chuck, or are thinking about trolling Chuck, or, for instance, to that one lady who called into Nightwave earlier tonight to scream at Nightwave for exposing this guy, let me just say this. If you're dying on the hill of someone who has clearly stolen military valor, you're hurting yourself at this point. Nothing that we can do, or nothing that even we wanted to do, can change that. And thanks, Chuck. Yeah, you've definitely earned your day in the sun. So where do we go from here? Well, the evidence has been presented, and so people will do whatever they want with it. But like I said earlier in this stream, Chuck Boris is a man of honor. Any of you who have doubts about that, I just did 2 live streams with Chuck within the last year. I can tell you what those streams are titled. One is from this past summer, TWR, Saturday. We're Wildin' Yo, that was one of the episodes. And then 2 weeks ago, or maybe it wasn't even 2 weeks ago, maybe it was last week. I've been doing so many streams on Saturdays, I can't remember anymore, but basically, I did We're Wildin' Yo Part 2, in which Chuck and I interviewed Chuck about his creative process. And I can tell you that the Chuck Boris that you've seen on my streams is the real Chuck. Now, what do I mean by that? Most online personalities, specifically on YouTube, tend to have personalities and personas that they put on when they're streaming or gaming or whatever have you. That's part of their act. I'm not saying that that's wrong. I'm not saying that that's right. It is what it is. But I can tell you that Chuck, I've never met him in person, but I have talked to him personally over the phone and Google Hangouts for the better part of the year. I consider him a friend, and I can tell that the Chuck Boris that you all have seen on my streams, being interviewed or on Mersh's or what have you, is the same guy who I've chatted with late into the night. So for all of you who are saying that Chuck's a fraud, well, you don't know Chuck like I do. And you won't. So I don't want to keep this too long, but I just want to say, let's just end all this foolishness. Bears, the ball's in your court now to do what you will with this evidence. I know that a lot of you won't be watching this live. I know a lot of you will be watching this in archive. So, like I said, ball's in your court. Once again, Chuck did an excellent job of presenting all the evidence, as did Mersh. Great job, Mersh. And the porcelain documentary is coming soon, too. So, yeah. That's all I have to say. Chuck's a man of honor. So is John Neary, and so is the artist formerly known as Cannabear. He's been dragged through the mud on this too, through some of the bears. I don't appreciate that. I also don't appreciate Base Texan. Yeah, I'm calling you out. I don't appreciate Base Texan accusing each and every one of us of being either a murderer, a criminal, or a pedophile. Especially when you have zero evidence, you're not a law enforcement official, so, your credibility is done for. Alright, folks, so what do we have going on? Tomorrow, or I guess later on tonight, later on today, / tonight, I'll be, now that this whole Owen Benjamin saga and the whole Bear saga is done, I'll be moving on to other topics. So tomorrow I'm going to be doing the American Watchmen Roundtable as usual. And then I'll also be doing a stream of the solar eclipse tomorrow as well. So be sure to tune in for those two streams. Canna, you've been saying I need to put up more YouTube content, so here we go, buddy. I'm doing more of that. Like I said, Chuck is a man of honor. Spread the word. Let's all stand behind Chuck against the cult of the Unbearables, because I have a feeling he's about ready to get a social media onslaught. In fact, I know he's already gotten a social media onslaught. So anyway, from all of us here at NGC Studios, good night, God bless, and God save this great nation, and God bless Mr. Chuck Boris.